All right, welcome to Fresh Agent Marketing. Super excited to have you guys here. And I hate to say it, but here's the crazy news. This is the last class of 2024. You guys believe it? Next week, Christmas. The week after that, New Year. So just remember that we won't be back here on Tuesdays until January 7th. Crazy town, right? It's been an amazing year. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Anybody listening to this right now or in the future, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been one amazing, crazy year, to say the least, and I'm excited to be have spent it with you throughout the year. And we've put on literally 50 classes this year, I believe, 50 if not 49. So 49 different classes. You can you can get the all the recordings moving forward or in the past if you have some time over the holiday season at freshagentmarketing.com. I'm going to make sure that I'm talking to everybody here. All right, there we go. So if you go to the freshagentmarketing.com, go to the Tuesday class recording. Just sign up, free to sign up, no big deal. 100% free. You can get all the Tuesday class recordings there. I will be putting them back into I'll be putting this one back in there, and last week's is in there. And so all the previous ones we've done, they're all there. Today, I'm going to do something a little different, something I've never done before. I'm going to show you how to set up a professional email. And then starting next year, I'm going to show you how to turn that email into a website. Crazy town, right? So I want to add this to my coaching. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys. Let me just open this up here. Let me get my PowerPoint open. Um, so today we're going to talk about professional email, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do it. I bought a domain name. I'm going to show you where to go for it, where to look for it, some rules that I go by when looking at domain names and stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you. And so we're going to talk about that. So we're going to go right to GoDaddy. I'm going to jump right in. I'm not going to keep you guys very long. I know it's the holidays coming up. Everybody's traveling, leaving, thinking about leaving. So GoDaddy. What is GoDaddy? GoDaddy is a domain host situation where you can buy domain names, sell domain names if you have a good one. But this is where I buy all my domains. There's cheap domains, there's all kinds of domain hosting platforms. I'm going to show you specifically GoDaddy, just because this is where I've have all my domain names, and this is where I do all my stuff, and I know the DNS settings and all that stuff, so I can help you with that. But so when you're thinking about your domain name, the first thing, and I want to go back to this here really quick. I want to go, here's a couple of the rules, and I'm just going to pop this up here. Slideshow from the current slide. So slideshow, a couple of my rules, short as possible. Okay. Always the .com if you can help it, unless you're doing some AI really cool stuff, but always the .com, short as possible. Don't rush it. Like a lot of times you're like, okay, what do I want it to be? What do I want it to be? So take some time. It took me literally 3 days to come up with this one that I'm doing now, and I'll explain why I'm doing it. Don't rush it again. Do you remember it? Do you remember? Is it easy once you decide? Like once you pick it and you have it, do you remember it? A lot of times I'll think of what I think is a good domain name, and I'm like, okay, what was it? And that's not good, right? So make sure it's like a part of your soul. Make sure it feels good, and make sure the message that comes from the domain name is something that's from you, is what I'm saying. Is your name available? I just helped one of my clients get their own name. Like their name was available. .com. You should own that. If you don't go there now, but if you don't own your name, get your name if it's available. Like just keep that. That's a very valuable thing to have. Your domain name, first name, and then the other one. Uh, another one of my clients last week did not have his first and last name was not available, so we just bought his first name, last initial. Okay, so that's an option. And it's your brand, like it, or do you have a brand? Like, so you might want to, like, I used to do this a lot and I still kind of do it a little bit, not as much, but I would come up with an idea and then I would think for days and nights what I want the name of that idea to be. And so I would buy a domain name. So, like, I would eventually either put it together, build a website, go for it, or I would just like keep the domain name. So, and then Do the 1 year, not the 3 year. So just in case it's not something that you're going to stick with, you can always renew it every year. It is a little cheaper to buy three. If you want to buy three and it's like, this is my name, I'm keeping it, it's cheaper to buy three, buy three. You can always turn the auto renew off. It automatically turns it on when you buy a domain name. So, and I'll go through that. So let's just get on into it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, I know this is different and I know this is unique. So it's just setting up what I call the start of building and setting up your brand, which is pretty cool. So I think your brand should have a name and whatever that name would be. So if you let's just check it out. So if you one, I won't search any names that are here, but I would 100% search your name and just check it out. So if you search for a domain name, let's just go free refi. All right. The shorter the better, right? Let's just try free refi, free purchase, whatever. So the .com is not available. So when you go here, it's going to show you what is available, okay? And then it's going to show you a bunch of stuff below it that is available. See how it's my free refi, free free purchase, or maybe you specialize in condo purchase loans, condo purchase expert, whatever you want to. And here's a what. And the reason I did this is I wanted to show you something that I don't like. One of my rules I should have put on the rules page. See how the two E's are together? You can do it, but I would recommend against it. See how like it just puts it too close to there? So just be careful when you're doing that. Let two of the same letters, because when you're looking at it, it looks kind of weird. Now, what you might do when you put it out there is you might capitalize the C, capitalize the P, capitalize the E or whatever. So just be careful when you're doing that. So always try to get the .com. Obviously, this is a really long domain name, but you guys are kind of getting the drift, right? So you can search all day, every day, and like I go so long sometimes when I'm sitting there searching for the right name that I literally it shuts me off. They're like GoDaddy's like, okay, you're done, go away, come back another day. There's a AI. I've never used the AI. I do go to Chat GPT to go, what are other names for whatever I'm trying to search for? So you can see that it tries to sell you all kinds of other stuff. Condo purchase expert, purchaseexpert.com. See how the two E's are together? It's asking you $8,888. What was, I wish I could remember the one that was a ton of money. Um, so there was one, yeah, I'll try to think of it while we're doing this, but you can see all the different options. AI is trending, so it tries to sell you AI because AI is trending, right? Like everybody's talking about AI this, AI that, so all kinds of stuff there. So just don't get caught up in the trap. When you're telling somebody an email or your brand or you're putting it out there, that's what you want to go with. Okay. So make sense? So when you pick one, let's just say I'm going to buy this one. So like make it yours. I'm going to click make it mine. It's going to go into the cart. It's going to ask you a couple questions, try to sell you a couple other things, not necessary. And then it's going to say, hey, do you want to bundle it? Do you want to start a domain bundle, essentials? Do you want the essentials, a starter plan, whatever, website? So I'm just going to say no. And then I just want to walk you through this so you guys can see it. So I'm going to walk you through the cart. So it's automatically going to default to 3 years. Okay. What I always do, just to be safe, is I always do 1 year, save some money. It's $43 for the 3 years, so it does give you a discount if you buy the 3 years. If it's your name or something you're going to stick with forever, buy the 3 years, save the money. But it should be around about $12. It's really not that big of a savings. Let's just see if it is or isn't. So if I did 3 years, $11.99, that'd be $36. Yeah, it's actually more if I go 3 years. That's kind of weird. It says 33% off. I'm trying to figure out where they're getting the discount. So 1 year, $11.99 per year is what it's going to cost you. So it takes a second to flick in, and you're just going to continue to cart. You might need to set up an account. So if you don't have a GoDaddy account, you might need to set one up. So that's going to be I'm just going to log out just so you guys can see it. I'm gonna delete this one just so it doesn't actually get purchased while I'm playing around here. All right, so now my cart's empty. And then so you might need to, I'm going to sign out real quick. And so when you first go to GoDaddy and you start searching, what I would do is probably to set up an account. There's no cost to set up an account. So instead of sign in, you would create an account. All right. So I'm going to sign in. And I used, just as a friendly reminder, I use LastPass, which is an amazing password online reminder. So it's called LastPass. LastPass.com. I think everybody uses it now, but if not, and you're new, but LastPass is an amazing online password reminder. It just automatically fills in the blanks for me. Once I log into it, like once you set up GoDaddy, if you don't have an account and you set up a login and password, it'll LastPass will pop up and ask you if it wants you to save that login and password. So you just click yes, and then forever on after, as long as you're logged into LastPass, you want it. You see it sitting right here. It'll automatically fill in the login and password for you. It's kind of like a password vault, if you will, that automatically fills it in. It's pretty cool. All right. So we bought our domain name. So let's just go to the next phase of let's see. So we did the GoDaddy. We found our domain name. Like, hey, we're doing this. This is it. Now, okay, what do I do with it? I want to set up an email. I want to use that email to go back and forth. And I use 100% exclusively Gmail. You could probably do this in Outlook, but I'm going to show you how to use Gmail account because Gmail has so many amazing. I mean, when I show you this, it's going to blow your mind. So I purchased two domain names this week. So I bought Refi Max Cash and I bought VA Max Cash. And the reason I did that is veterans. I love veterans. I love helping doing VA loans. Still 100% financing purchase. If you work with any veterans, please, as a real estate agent, if you're listening to this, the VA loan is unreal. 100% financing. They deserve it. They got great rates, great programs. It's easy to get approved. So like just go with it. So, but the other cool part about veterans VA loan is it can go up to 100% cash out. So I can help a veteran to put him in a better spot. If he bought a home in anything south of 2019 and he wanted to he's got equity and I can, help him consolidate credit cards or installment loans or put him in a better situation. I can go up to 100% on a VA cash out right now. So I'm going to do some marketing to try to help veterans to put them in a better place. That's what I'm doing. And again, I'm both real estate agent and mortgage. I've been a mortgage for 20 plus years and real estate for a long time, helping you guys doing these classes for 15 years. So that's what I bought. So I'm going to show you how to set up an email with a domain name. So I own Refi Cash Out, or excuse me, Refi Max Cash, Refi Max Cash. And here's the cool part. So here's the fun part that I love. So I'm going to eventually in 2025, the very first class, I'm going to show you guys how to build a website. And you're like, where do I get the content for the website? Well, what about ChatGPT? And I did ChatGPT class last year, but hey, so me write me content for my new website about Refi Max Cash and focus on VA loans, 100% cash out and 100% purchase. So it's literally gonna give me a bunch of content for my website that has to do with VA loans. It says that I'm a VA loan expert. It talks about zero down payment for purchase, 100% cash out refi options, competitive interest rates, no private mortgage insurance if you're a disabled vet. So like there's all kinds of things that it'll do for me. So for me to put a website together, pretty cool, right? Pretty easy. So I'm a little off sidetrack, but I just want to show you like like how the mindset between starting, like where do I want to start, and then building your brand. It's pretty cool. This thing's still going. VA loan specialist, fast, streamlined process, veteran focused service, transparent, competitive rates. Get started. Contact us. Refi Max Cash. Like it's just so I'm going to build this brand around this website. Look at it's actually doing something over here that I don't even know what it is. Define and refine the spot. So I don't look at the value. I don't even know what that's doing over there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Any questions on this? Just let me know. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the email, which is probably why you guys are all here. So the next place I'm going to go is workplace.google.com. So, and I have that right here, workspace.google.com. Okay. So I'm going to go to workspace.google.com. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm gonna literally set up an email right now with refimaxcash.com. Okay. So I'm gonna call it info@refimaxcash. I can do Scott@refimaxcash. I can do anything I want. So it's my own brand, it's my own domain name. And so here's the cool part, and I want to stay here just for 1 second. Create, connect, and collaborate. So Gmail, Google, however, whatever you want to call it, is kind of robust. I use Google Docs, Google Drive rather. Here's all the stuff you get with it. So it's here's let me see, where's the pricing? I'll show you the pricing here in just a minute. So what's included with Google Workspace? It's formerly G Suite. So it used to call it G Suite. Now they call it Workspace. So here's all the stuff you get. So similar to G Suite, all Google Workspace plans include custom email for your business and include collaboration tools like Gmail, Calendar, Meet, Chat, Drive. The Drive is where I keep all my documents, every single thing I do, like it's always in the cloud. So if my computer dies today, I don't lose anything. So I always putting stuff in the cloud, which Drive is Google's cloud. It's the least inexpensive storage space out there to hold documents, Excel like folders, Excel spreadsheets, tax return, like whatever you want to hold, and you can password protect it. You can do anything, and like it's just so much you can do with it. You can do Docs, Google Docs. PowerPoints, you can do sheets, you can do slides, which are PowerPoints, forms, you can create forms in there. I'll be doing a class on forms next year. Sites, more for additional details, visit our plans and pricing. So Gemini, don't get sold on this. Unless you're already using it, then it's the Chat GPT, it's Google's Chat GPT version. Um, with which Google Space plan is right for me. So here's the plans and pricing. I always do the $6 one. It's 30 gigabyte if you need. Look at this. So for 12 bucks, you get 2 terabyte of storage. Now, what that means is it has to do with your emails and all the documents and all the attachments and all the stuff that like it adds up really fast, right? But it also has to do with your drive. So 2 terabyte, I like I would find it hard to believe if you would ever fill up 2 terabyte. You might, but if you need five, it's another couple bucks. So for $18, you get 5 terabyte. So 2 terabyte is going to be really, really hard to fill up, and you get all this stuff, all these things. Drive, sheets, slides, keeps, like there's all kinds of cool stuff you get. You'll see that it's all right here. And of course, the more AI comes about, the more AI is going to be incorporated into all of our stuff. So, all right. So very inexpensive to have your own personal email, $6 a month. You can start with 30 gig. If you get up to 30 gig, it'll just say, hey, you're getting low on storage. And then you either go in and clean out your inbox. I'm going to do an email class on that and how to keep your inbox clean. But I have yet to clean my inbox. Like I have literally hundreds of thousands of emails because I just have a ton of storage. I don't need to clean it out. Tons of folders, and so I keep it organized that way. So, any questions on that? You can let me know. I'm going to go back. I'm going to set this email up. I'm going to show you how crazy cool this is. So, get started. Business name. What's my business name? So it's going to be Refi Max Cash. Okay? It's just me. United States, pretty easy, right? Refi Max Cash. Next, my first and last name. Oops. Scott. And then it wants my current email address so you can have a backup just in case you get lost. Super simple. So Scott there, next. And then it says, here's the where you got to be careful. So sign in. So I don't want to sign in to Scott Hudspeth because that's a different workspace. This is a separate workspace. So I want to create a new Google Workspace account. And once your email is set up, I'm going to show you how to use that email to be the only email. I have several emails, but they all come into this to one inbox. Okay. Super simple to set up. Create new Google Workspace account. Boom. So it says, next question, get a new custom domain or set up using existing. Now, if you want, you can search right from here and search for your domain name, but most likely you're already going to have it. So I'm going to set up using existing and continue with method. So it's going to say, what is the domain name? RefiMaxCash.com. Okay. Pretty simple. Next, it's going to go use this domain to set up the account. Yes. So it's going to say, all right, what do you want the email to be? What do you want the login and password to be? I'm going to choose info at refi max cash, and I'm going to create a password. And I am not a robot. Okay. Info at refi max cash is going to be my email. So if you wanted it to be your name, you could just do whatever you want it to be. This is going to be your login and password. This is also going to be your email to Refi Max Cash. Okay. So if it's your name, it'll be maybe scott@scotthutsmith.com is my email that I use. So whatever you want that domain name to be, you can make this. So I'll just put Scott at Refi Max Cash as the email. And then I'm going to agree. And you want to be logged into your GoDaddy account. So when you start this process, you'll see that it's setting up my workspace and it's going to eventually set up my Gmail for me automatically. So I'll show you. So it's a business. So I don't, it says business account. I don't need that. I'm going to do the annual plan. So and again, here's the cool part. It gives you a trial. So I can downgrade. You can compare plans right here. I'm going to just leave it and I'm going to go, I don't want the annual plan, requires 1 year commitment. So flexible plan anytime, or you can like compare plans and you can go just try for 14 days. So just do the business starter. And if you want to do the yearly, it'll give you a discount. Okay. So annual plan drops it to $6. You can do whatever you want there. So flexible plan is the 720. So I'm going to choose that. Try for 14 days. So you get to use this thing for 14 days before you even like, all right, I like it. And if you ever have any and need any help whatsoever, just let me know. So it's going to ask me for my address. All right. I won't be able to put this on YouTube because it doesn't like personal information. I got one taken down because I put some personal info up there. All right, there we go. Primary contact. There's Scott at Refi Max Cash, and it's going to ask me for a credit card, which I didn't think it, I thought it, after I was logged in, temporary $10 authorization. We play. Okay, so let me just pause here, get this done. Usually it doesn't do that. Add credit card, agree, and then it's going to ask me for my credit card. Let me just do this really quick so it's all legit, so we have no issues whatsoever. 4 because I want to show you the other part that's the most important. Um, all right. All right, there we go. Agree. All right, so all I did was while you weren't watching is enter my credit card. And then here's the I'll resume. So I'm review and check out by clicking agree. It's trying to sell me Gemini, and I'm going to say no, skip for now. You got to kind of look for it when you're doing this. Well, see, here's the cool part I want to show you. See how LastPass come up and it said add, see LastPass add? So I'm going to add that so it'll automatically know my login. So I'm going to go skip for now because I don't want Gemini, which it's funny how they put it just below ChatGPT. All right, here's where the cool part goes. Domain setup. So what it's going to do is go into GoDaddy automatically. All right, and set up the domain. If you're logged into GoDaddy, it'll automatically go in and put the MX records in, TX records, and anything that is needed. So it says verify your own Refi Max Cache 4 minutes. Once we verify ownership, you can start using Google Workspace apps and unlock start using Gmail with your domain. Get started. So it's going sign into GoDaddy, which you can do manual verification. If you need help, just reach out and we'll help you out. But sign into GoDaddy. So it's going to ask me to sign in, which I'm already signed in. It's easier if you sign in first, or you can just sign and connect. So it's looking for the domain name, redirecting you back to setup, getting ready, getting your domain ready. Leave this page open while we verify your domain. So it's going in and saying, does Scott own this domain name? And it doesn't take that long. Sometimes it gets stuck and you got to come back and go back, whatever. But if you what I always do is try to log into the Gmail to see if it's set up, and then if it's not, here, yeah. So let me just recap that. So if it gets stuck right here and it just does nothing, which it should be fine, but we're on Zoom and so we're okay. There we go. You verified Refi Max Cache. Start using Gmail with your domain. Activate Gmail. So it automatically worked, which is nice that it did it while I was showing you. Activate Gmail. Start using Gmail with your domain. Continue. So set up Gmail to send and receive emails. Takes about 10 minutes, so that's going to take a while. But here's what's going to happen. You'll automatically get. So I'm just going to continue. I don't think it takes that long. So proceed with activation. So it's going to go back into GoDaddy, put in the right MX records and all that stuff. Proceed with activation, and then sign into GoDaddy again. So the first one was to verify that I owned it. Second one is to put in the right records to use Gmail. So it has to do two separate steps. And so it's getting my domain ready. And then once it's done, it'll automatically um, open up to Gmail and allow me to use the Gmail in and out box, which is crazy cool, right? Any questions on this? There we go. It's already done. Explore Google Workspace. So it's already, and I can add users if I want. So here's the cool part. Once you have a name, a domain name, and an email, you can have other users for the same cost. So if I wanted info or support or Kevin or Ryan or Stacy or whoever I want as a user of that domain name, I can add them and give them their own login and password in Gmail account. Pretty cool, right? So it's just done. Okay, explore Google Workspace. It's going to log me in, connect with customers. Let's personalize your setup, use tools. Let's see. I don't remember this one before. Collaborate with my team, work more closely, improve. Okay, continue. I'm not sure yet. Creating workspace. So here's like the back end. Here's the admin panel of it. And then add users is up here. So you're on your way, Scott. So it says verify domain. We did that. Set up billing, did that. Set up workspace. You can add logos and stuff like that. You can add domain, you can name, but I'm just going to skip right to the Gmail. So I'm going to click on the little 9 dots up here. Go to Gmail. Look at this. I'm inside. How long did that take? Did anybody time that? Like it's only 12, not even 12:30. I kind of talked a lot, but now I'm inside of my own business email that is, it keeps giving me this okay. Mail that says you have signed out of this account. Okay, we'll sign back in. All right, get started. Here's where welcome to Gmail. You can do that. So it just signed me out. So I'm gonna sign out of this and sign back into that one. Sign out. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna sign back into Refi. Add another account. I'm gonna go Scott at Refi Max Cash. And remember, I got 14-day trial. So if you're like, man, I want to change the name or whatever you want to do, you can do that. So welcome to your new account. I understand. Of course, I signed something. I don't even know what it is. Here's the one you got to be careful of. So it's gonna if you use Chrome, sign in to Chrome within a new profile. I always mess this up. I have my own Chrome profile. I don't want another one. Okay. So this is where you got to be careful when you click this is don't create another profile. Just stay here. Super simple. And then you can get started. It's going to walk you through start a chat. It's going to talk about it live. And I'm inside of email. I'm going to add an account. Here's my add password. I'm going to add it one more time. And it's good. I mean, like this is ready to go. I can send you an email from Scott at refimaxcash.com. That email is live and well, ready to go to send and receive emails back and forth. Now, here's what I do. Okay. I'm going to show you what I do. I have many, and this is a secret sauce to tie all your emails together. Like a lot of people go, well, which email you want me to use? I'm like, use any one of mine, and they all come to the same spot. Here's how. Okay. Check this out. So if you click on settings, CL settings, and then you got a bunch of stuff. Okay, all you want is forwarding and pop. Okay. If you want to back up here, just in general, if you want to have a signature, you just scroll down here and you can create a signature and then that's your signature. Only send to response or whatever. You can have a subject automatically or whatever. So you can play around. Gmail has got so many powerful features, but forwarding is where I'm going to forward to my other email. So that if anybody ever emails me to Scott at refimaxcash.com, I will get it. I don't have to log into and be logged into 10 different emails. With me? So I'm going to click forward, add forwarding address. This is all on video, so just walk through the steps. It'll be the exact same. Add forwarding address. So I'm going to say I want to forward this to Scott at, if I can type, Scott at scotthudspeth.com. Boom. It's going to say proceed forwarding mail to, and now I got approve, add forwarding email. Okay. It's looking for an email for me to verify. So let me just go into another domain here or another browser. Let me just log into my email here. So I'm going to log into this one to show you what it looks like. See if it works. And then we should have an email sitting here. Refi Max Cash would like you to verify. Refi Max Cash forwarding confirmation. So it wants me to verify. All I got to do is click on this link. This is please confirm. And then now I confirm. So now I'm done. May now forward to. So now I go back to the forwarding, right? If I refresh this, it's going to show me that email is now there under forwarding. See how it says forward email, and then it's forward email to, and then keep Refi Max Cash Mail copy in its inbox. So I'm going to leave that there and then save changes. I'm done. So if you email me at scott@refimaxcash.com, it's going to automatically go to Scott at Scott. I will never miss anything. All right. Any questions? Any any questions whatsoever? Pretty cool, right? All right. So there's so what did it cost me? So domain name, $12, and then 720 a month for a professional workspace inside of. Now here's the cool part. I want to show you something. So once I'm inside of here and I have all these tools that are kind of hidden. So if I go to google.com/drive, or I can click on the 9 dots up here, and there's so many different. I'm going to move this over here. There's so many different tools here. So I got my drive, Gemini, they put that there. If I need a doc or a sheet or slide or calendar or whatever, there's my calendar. So I have a Google Calendar already that is tied to that. So whatever my primary is, if I want to do a Google Meet, that's there. I want forms, sites, contacts. So check this out. If I click on Drive, it's going to take me to my Drive account. Inside my Drive account, this is where I have 30 gig. I'm going to close this out. This is where I have 30 gig of storage that I can put anything and everything I want. I can do a folder. I can do a Google Doc, which is a Word doc, an Excel spreadsheet, Google Slide, Google Form. And the cool part about all this stuff is it's available any computer, any phone. There's a really cool phone app for Drive that you can log into and get this stuff. So if we wanted to create a folder and you go brand info, create a folder. And then underneath brand info, I'm going to put a Word doc in it. So I'm going to do new Google Doc, and I'm going to take that Chat GPT with the website stuff. And let's see what it do here. And I'm going to copy all this and put it as a Word doc so I don't lose it inside of here. Got it. I don't want this here. Don't need that. And I'm going to copy and paste everything from Chat GPT right inside a Google Doc. And I'm going to call this Refi Max Cash website info. Here it is, right inside. So now here's the cool part. If I close out of this, I go back here and I refresh. Refi Max Cash website info. Okay. And here's better yet, if I just go to home, you're going to see a folder that says branded info. So if I click on branded info, it's going to show it right there. Click on it. Here's my Word doc. If I want an Excel spreadsheet in here, if I'm working on my budget, I can open up a Google Sheet. It's going to put that in there. I'm going to call this Refi Max Cash income loans, or just loans, or income, or results, clients, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm just doing an example. So and then it's like test. You put first name, last name, email, phone. All right, close that out. And here's the cool part. It automatically saves it. I never lose anything. That's the beautiful part about this. So now I got refi results, website info. Like you can just literally build on this. So if I go to home, Here's my branded, all my folders. There's different ways to look at this too, which I don't really like this one. Where's it at here? You can probably change the look of it. I'm just not seeing it because it's probably hidden. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Type people like there's all kinds of stuff. So then, so you got your Gmail, you got your Drive, you got all kinds of really cool stuff as a business with a brand. All right. Questions? Any questions whatsoever in regards to anything that I've covered this year? It's a loaded question, right? All right. All right, my friend. So that is all that I wanted to share with you today. I want to take baby steps. I want to show you how to one, get a professional email set up with is your brand. Two, the next thing I'm going to share with you is how to turn that into a website. I'm going to literally go into GoDaddy and build a website using that domain name with content, pictures, how to add different things, your social media, pages, different things like for very, very little money per year. I think it's $100 per year for a website for the whole year, not per month, per year to have a website with content. One of the ones that I did just as an example, I do a RTO, I do a rent to own type program. I build RTO 101 on there. So if you yeah, it's recorded, Maurice, it's recorded. Yeah, I'll make sure and put it up on the recording. But if you go to RTR 101, I'll show you this. I built this one on GoDaddy. So I bought RTR 101. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. All right, so let's see. So let me just this is built inside GoDaddy, RTO 101. Click here to get started. That goes to another form that I can show you guys how to do, but I built this in GoDaddy using ChatGPT. And so home about, and then there's an about section, and it has about me in there, which you should always have. So it's super simple, easy. I get leads from this all the time. So Florida rent to own credit repair home program. So it's just helping people that don't think they can buy, some can't, and just need a little assistance, education. Some can and didn't know it, which is cool. Have a couple of those this year. It's just nice to help people that need a little TLC that we stuff we don't learn that we should learn going through high school and college and stuff like that. So I won't get on that high horse, but I just want to show you that. That's some cool stuff. So the next spot from the domain name, I'm going to take it. You have a professional email. Now I'm going to show you how to make that into a website and then start branding it and like start putting it everywhere. Put it in social media, put it everywhere. Let people know how to use Chat GPT to add a blog section to it. So now it starts getting SEO and organic placement when people search for content. You can start getting organic placement if it's specific enough to an area like Florida or whatever. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with that personal domain name. So appreciate you guys. Hey, have a very, very, very Merry Christmas and an amazing, successful, prosperous, healthy New Year. And I'll see you guys right back here on Fresh Agent Marketing, January 7th, 2025. Super excited. Big year coming up. Let's stay focused. Let's do some things that we know if we do them right now will show results in January, February, March. Connect, engage, interact, remind people who you are, what you do for a living, and remember to always, 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 always ask for the referral. All right. Appreciate you guys. Honored to be part of your live. I'll see you next year. Take care.